Hey guys, what's going on? Brofessor here, and today I'm coming at you with a new sort of series that I'm going to be doing to celebrate the 20th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars. For the next 20 or so Fridays for each year of LEGO Star Wars, I'm going to be doing a top 10 best sets video from each year. Obviously, this is going to be my own opinions, completely my opinion, so I'm not ranking it best in terms of a specific category. These are just the top 10 sets that I believe are the best from each of the 20 years from LEGO Star Wars. And yeah, I'll be going through each year, and I'll just be showing off which ones I think are the best. So with that little speech out of the way, don't forget to, if you enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new around here, please consider subscribing. I do make all sort of LEGO content, and then let me know down in the comment section below what your top 10 sets are from 1999, the first year of LEGO Star Wars, and let me know if you have any of the same sets in your top 10. And the last thing before I get into it, I do apologize. The majority of the images are super blurry. I just had to throw this together real quick, but I did want to make sure that I got a video out to you guys, so I do apologize for that. It should be fixed next week. So just bear with me for this week. But yeah, with that all out of the way, let's get straight into it. So at number 10, I put set number 7128, the speeder bikes. This originally retailed for $10 in the US for 93 with 93 pieces. Excuse me. This is just a nice simple set. I have the actual picture here. I think the little side build is kind of pointless. I do like how they included the Luke Skywalker minifigure. This is from Episode 6, as you can see. He has the green saber, but I do really like the 2 speeder bikes, and then you get the 2 scout troopers. So I feel like you do get pretty good value for $10. You get 2 scout troopers, you get a nice Luke minifigure, and then you get these 2 pretty cool speeder bikes. But yeah, that's what I did put at number 10. So coming in at number 9 is set number 7141, the Naboo fighter. This is the original Naboo fighter. This one retailed for $20 with 179 pieces, and it's difficult to tell in the box there, but in this picture it's a little easier to see. This set is very janky, so LEGO has definitely made a lot of improvements in the more recent versions of this that they've made. They just didn't have the same sort of like slope pieces and things that they have access to now today. So that's why there's so many like studs that you can see just kind of leaking out. As you can see, this one came with a Anakin Skywalker little pilot minifigure, an R2-D2, the 2 battle droids over there, and then the little kind of side droid. It's almost like a little mechanic thing. I do think for $20 this is a pretty good value. You do get the 2 battle droids, and then sadly you only get like 1 real minifigure, but you do get R2-D2, which I think is pretty cool. I would have rather preferred they maybe fleshed the set out a little bit more, or added, I don't know, maybe like 1 more minifigure, and then just got rid of that little like side droid. I mean, you can't really ask for much more for $20. So yeah, that's why I put this one at number 9. But coming in at number 8 is the 7161 Gungan sub. This one originally retailed for $50, has 379 pieces, and this one in the picture that I'm going to show you here, this one is very janky compared to the newer version that they released, I think like 3 or 4 years ago. Those are the only 2 that have ever been made, and this one is clearly inferior to that one. I do think that this is one of the better sets from 1999, though, obviously. I really like the way that they did utilize some of the slopes they had to kind of give it some curvature. It's kind of difficult to do, but I do like how they added the little manta ray kind of like animal. That was really nice addition. You get the 3 minifigures. So overall, I think this is a pretty good set. Once again, a lot of early LEGO Star Wars sets had these kind of like side builds. So this little like aquatic scene with the plants and the rocks and all that, I mean, it's a nice addition, but for $50, I'd much rather have a larger, just like main set piece rather than this little side thing. That's a theme, like I said, that you'll see with a lot of the older LEGO Star Wars sets, and even some of the newer ones today, it is still included. But yeah, that's why I put that one at number 8. So coming in at number 7 is number 7110, the original Landspeeder. This one sold for just $6 and came with 49 pieces. as you can see right here, it came with the 2 minifigures. It came with Obi-Wan and Luke Skywalker. I think this is just a great little small model. Obviously very small, but I mean, you're getting it for $6. You get the 2 classic minifigures. This entire set is just nostalgia. I mean, you just look at this set and it reminds you of the original movie, and I just really feel like it's a great set. The like thrusters that they used do look kind of weird. Obviously, the updated pieces that they use in the more recent ones look much better. That windshield is kind of weird. Like most of these sets have become very outdated, but for the time, this was a very nice, just kind of cheap, nostalgic set that I really think it was a really good set at the time. And that's why I put that at number 7. Coming in at number 6 is the number 7101 Lightsaber Duel. This one also sold for $6. This one came with 52 pieces. Once again, this one has 2 minifigures, comes with Qui-Gon Jinn, and then Darth Maul. I think this one is better than the Landspeeder, just because you get a little bit more. Not much more, obviously. This is more targeted also at somebody who is a little more interested in the prequels. Obviously, only The Phantom Menace was out at the time, and so that's why they were making these sets. But I do think this is a nice little build. You get, obviously, like I said, Qui-Gon Jinn. You get Darth Maul. You get Darth Maul's little speeder. Darth Maul's speeder isn't great. It's pretty small, and it looks kind of janky. The pieces that they used on are a little weird, and it doesn't really look like a speeder. It's almost just kind of like a flying seat. And then once again, with this little, like, Tatooine side build, I really think they could have made a better speeder, even if they had increased the price, because obviously you get all this for $6, so that's really nice, but maybe you increase it to like $10, $15, and just kind of make a better speeder, or just add something else. I don't really know what else they would have added, but yeah, that's why I put that one at number 6. So coming in at number 5 is the number 7130 Snow Speeder. This one sold for $20 and has 215 pieces. This is actually one of the only sets, if not the only set, from 1999 that has a price per piece of less than 10 cents. So if that's something you look at, then this was definitely probably a set that was good at the time. But yeah, overall, I think this is a really good original Snowspeeder. They really haven't changed the design of the Snowspeeder, and while after 20 years, I would like to see them change the design up a little bit. I mean, you can't go wrong with the original design. Like, the reason they've kept around this same design throughout all the years is because of this amazing original design. You get the 2 pilots. You get Luke Skywalker, and then another Rebel pilot, and then you also get a Rebel soldier with the classic gun. I really love that gun. You get the, like, kind of, I don't remember how to describe the, like, face, but he has, like, that, like, red hair, just like the old Lego minifigure style. Brings back so many memories. And then, obviously, the Snowspeeder itself, coming from The Empire Strikes Back, just really is a nostalgic set. And then, obviously, you can see that little, like, side turret once again. I do think for $20 that this was a really good value, and that's why I put this one at number 5. So coming in at number 4 is number 7131, Anakin's Pod Racer. This one sold for $15 originally, had 136 pieces, and this is actually one of the sets that they're remaking for the 20th anniversary this year. And I think that it's a really good set, even at the time. Obviously, the little, like, brick built sort of thing that connects the seat and the like thrusters is a little weird. Like, I wish they could have maybe found a better way to do that. But you do get the technically you only get the 2 minifigures. I know it's hard to see. You do get Padme and then Anakin as the pilot, and then that's like a little droid there. I apologize for the blurry image, but I do think they did a really good job. The thrusters look really good. I think they did the best job they could trying to show that, like, energy between the thrusters. That's much better in the newer set. The little side build here, I feel like should have been omitted. Like, I mean, I don't really think you could have added anything else into this set, but, like, I feel like that little, like, flag pole thing there is just kind of pointless. They really should have just taken that one out. But that's probably my only gripe with this set. I really like the cockpit. And, I mean, if you look at the new set that they're releasing for the 20th anniversary, it does look very similar to this. They haven't released too many of Anakin's pod racers, but for the most part, it conforms to this same sort of design that was originally used in 1999, and I do believe that is because it's just a very good original design that they came up with, so they don't need to make too many adjustments to that. And that's why I put that one at number 4. So number 3, I chose set number 7140, the original X-Wing fighter. This one sold for $30 with 266 pieces. Obviously, this is another one of those nostalgia sets. You got the original X-Wing, one of the most iconic sets, or not sets, one of the most iconic ships that takes place in the Star Wars movies. You get some nice minifigure selection. You get 2 Rebel pilots. I'm pretty sure one of them is Luke, but I do not know off the top of my head. I apologize for that one. But you get R2-D2 as well. The overall color scheme of the X-Wing is a little off, and just like almost all the sets from 1999 in early Star Wars in general, it does look kind of janky, as I've used that word a lot, but there's just a lot of loose studs. The slopes are just kind of off, and once again with the side build there, like the little cart, I mean, just kind of, I feel like they could have gotten rid of that and attempted to make improvements on the X-Wing overall. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. I feel like for the time, this was an amazing set. Obviously, this is a very nostalgic set, being one of the most iconic ships, and that's why I put this one at number 3. So at number 2, I put set number 7171, the Mos Espa Pod Race. This one sold for $90 here in the U.S. and had 896 pieces. This actually came with 3 separate pod racers, as you can see here. Another one of Anakin's pod racers, which I do believe is the exact same design as the standalone one, but I do not know. It came with a ton of minifigures. Obviously, Anakin, Sebulba, and I'm forgetting the third pod racer name. I do not remember his name. But then you got all the droids down there in the bottom right. It also comes with Qui-Gon Jinn and then Padme once again. I don't really like the side build. Once again, most of these sets, I don't really like the side build. I think they could have just left the 3 pod racers in, and I mean, maybe reduce the price. But even for $90, you're getting 3 pod racers. That would be like $30 a pod racer. I feel like that's pretty good considering the size of the other 2, other than Anakin's. But this set is just overall amazing. You get the 3 pod racers, like I said, ton of minifigures, and then you also get quite a few droids. This also appeared in a value pack with 2 other sets from this year, and you could get it all like 50% off. So overall, this was just an amazing set. I really liked it, and that's why I put it at number 2. And so finally, the number 1 set, in my opinion, from 1999 is the set number 7150, the TIE Fighter and X-Wing, which sold for $50 with 409 pieces. You can't go wrong with this set. This is definitely one of the best sets, I think, from early Star Wars in general, and obviously, in my opinion, overall in 1999. First off, doesn't come with a side build, which gets me going right away. I'm very excited about that. But you get some great minifigures. You get a nice Rebel pilot. You get a droid that is not R2-D2, and then you get Darth Vader, which this is the actual Darth Vader that they are remaking and adding as an anniversary minifigure in the sets for this year. The only thing, like, really that I would complain about, obviously the sets themselves are a little off just because like the slopes and everything, so they do look a little weird, but that's just with all the sets from these early years. But like every single TIE fighter that was ever made like in the first like 4 or 5 years of LEGO Star Wars, it has this like blue and black theme, which just doesn't go together. That's not how they are supposed to look. They do correct it, obviously LEGO did correct it eventually, but yeah, that's the only real complaint. But that happens with every single sort of TIE fighter that LEGO made in the early days of LEGO Star Wars. But yeah, overall, this is just an amazing set. Great price for it. I really don't know what else they could have added. But yeah, that's why I put this one at number 1. And if you did, now this video is over, sorry, I've been talking a long time. So if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Please consider subscribing. I do all sorts of LEGO content. I'm going to be doing this series weekly, like I said earlier in the video, for, I don't know, like the next, I think, 20 weeks it is. And let me know down below what your top 10 sets are, and then why, or if you have any similar ones, let me know also. But yeah, that'll be it for this video. So peace out, guys. I'll see you next time.